Hey guys, good day, what's going on? It's Vanessa HydroxyEthylCellulose again, and you're welcome back to my channel. If this is the first time that you're actually dropping by or even stopping by, do well to hit the subscribe button and also the notification bell so that you get to see more videos like this anytime I post. Alright, so this is where my camera lens is, and this is where I'm looking at because I'm seeing myself. I'm using my selfie camera right now to make this video, but that's it. So how was your 2020, guys? How was it? I know it was a little bit challenging for the most of us. This is because maybe, the coronavirus outbreak, it was a very tough year. I want you to make sure that you can be happy again, and I would also make sure that you get the best out of 2021 in my own way. Alright guys, so in today's video I'm going to be teaching you guys how to make the best liquid black soap. Now this subject or this topic was actually gotten from one of the many things we're going to be learning in the Surfactant Potency class. So if you know you have not taken the Surfactant Potency course already, then I would advise that you do so right now. And when you check the link on my bio, you're going to find lots and lots of information about what you're going to be learning, the subjects and the topics that you're going to be taking in the Surfactant Potency course. And breaking news, we have 2 tutors. So it's just going to be me and another qualified tutor that will take you on the Surfactant Potency course. Alright, so that means you're getting a whole lot for a little amount of money. So this topic we're talking about right now, I will try my best not to say a whole lot, because many people have taken the class already. So if you know you want to learn more, I'm just saying that if you know you want to learn more, because there's just too much information that I can't pass in here on YouTube, so it's best you just take the course. Okay, join others. It's very, very affordable. All right, so if you wondered why your black soap, your liquid black soap or your black soap body wash is quite liquidy, very, very runny, like, it's not like the commercial black soap or liquid black soap you buy out there in the market. If you want to get a shower gel from a supermarket, it is quite thicker. It has this beautiful glide. When you take it out of the pump, it feels very thick. It has this viscosity that you're so glad about, or you're so glad of. And when you make your black soap, maybe due to some videos that you've seen here on YouTube, and it's not giving you that consistency, it's not giving you that viscosity. Now, there are a lot of reasons why that could happen. Now, let me tell you one reason. Number one is because you have added too much acids. Now, I know I've made a video, you can check it up somewhere, about ingredients that should never be in your black soap. Now, this was actually related to both liquid, bar, and semi-solid black soap. It's related to everything concerning black soap. All right, you should know that black soap is a soap, and you just don't need to add lots and lots of acids to it, because if you do that, you're going to spoil every single thing. It will never change, like the pH will never ever change. It's still going to remain alkaline, even if it is beginning to get a little bit calm or mild on the skin. It's still going to be alkaline, guys, trust me. It's still going to be alkaline. So it's a soap. Don't tamper with the pH. That is one thing you don't do. And if you add an acid to it, that means you have tampered with the pH, and then there's no need for you to do that, because it will not do anything in your soap in the first place. So it will just make it look very frothy like, or very foamy, and it will be loose. All right. And then another thing is electrolytes. There are electrolytes in products. Even we take electrolytes. Electrolytes are ions, say sodium, calcium, magnesium, phosphate, water-loving or polar-loving ions. Okay, they are very attracted to water. And when it is too much, when it is too much, it spoils every single thing. All right, so I really don't know how to say a whole lot without spilling out every single thing. So try and take the surfactant potency course, do not forget. All right, but I'm not going to say a whole lot. I'm going to revert you guys right now to the lab so that you can see how exactly I made a liquid soap. Okay, so these are the things you don't need to add. So powders like aloe vera powder, powders like willow bark powder, powders like mulberry root powder, like your roots mainly, you should be very, very wary of them, because those powders, those roots are filled with electrolytes. This can really, really, really turn the product loose. Instead of, maybe you've added a non-ionic or maybe an anionic polymer in your, or thickener in your black soap to make it thick, or your liquid soap to make it thick. When you add these powders, you notice that it will just go watery. This is because of its too much charge. There is too much electrolytes in it. Then another one is moderation. You need to put every single thing into consideration and moderation. You just don't add too much of humectant. I've seen videos whereby they make liquid black soap and then they use honey as the diluent for the liquid black soap. The truth of the matter is that will be too much humectant to use, and sometimes reverse is the case. Okay, you know, instead of the water to be attracted to your skin to make your skin very supple, sometimes you may find yourself in a very dry environment that needs water. And what happens? The water on your skin, or the moisture on your skin, goes to the air. So instead of the air to supply water or moisture to your skin, it's reversed. So most times adding too much of humectant can do really big harm. Okay, so you don't need to do that. Everything has to be in moderation. Adding all those serums, some of them are mainly acidic. So when you add them to your black soap, it will make it very liquidy. And there you have it, a very, very liquid, DIY looking, inferior or cheap looking liquid black soap. But wherever you want your black soap to look like the one I'm going to show you guys in no time, then you need to consider a lot of things. And how can you come about all these ingredients? How do you put them together? What do you need to add? How do you know the ingredients to add? How do you know when to add them? You have to take this surfactant potency course. I'm not trying to advertise it, but trust me guys, I'm saying this is an opportunity. You don't want it to slide off just like that. All right, so that's it guys. Let's head over to the lab so that you watch or you see how this will help you out, all right, in making your liquid black soap. The first thing you want to do is to make sure that you're sterilizing your equipment very well or properly. So what I used was IPA, also known as isopropyl alcohol, and I'm using a tissue paper right now to get rid of the excess alcohol in my bowl. So make sure you do this all the time, because no matter how much you clean your bowls, you're still going to have little dirt inside it. So using alcohol is going to get rid of everything totally. Now these are my stirring equipment. I have my spatula, my stirring rod, and my pipette. Now I'm going to be using water. Make sure you always heat up your water before you start to mix things inside it. And I'm using my thermometer to actually ascertain its temperature. So what I have here is 66.1, and this means it is quite hot. So make sure you're careful while holding it. I'm removing some little amount of water so that I can use it to mix up my thickener later on. Now in this other phase, I am adding my coffee grinds. Coffee grinds is very good for the skin. It makes sure that your skin is firm and prevents stretch marks, and also helps to fade them off. It has a higher dose of caffeine, and this is the reason why I am using it in this liquid soap. So try to use coffee grinds. Please don't get the normal one you buy from the market to drink. Make sure you get the real coffee grinds. I'm using Samla Yen right here. This is going to be the soap of the day. It's a still black soap, but this is the white black soap. Okay, this is a white Ghana black soap, and I'm using this one because I don't want to strain this product All right, if you're using the black one, it has some little residues of maybe charcoal or some burnt parts. So because I don't want to strain up later on, I decided to use this one. Now you have to leave this for a while, or better still, I'm going to be blending it. In that beaker where we drop the water, I'm going to be adding my thickener right now. And this thickener is known as HEC, HydroxyEthylCellulose. This is a synthetic polymer. It's very good, and it thickens really well. If you don't have this, you can use either xanthan gum. It's still very much fine. All right, so I actually did blend up the mixture. Like I told you, I could not wait for 24 hours, but if you wait for 24 hours, you're going to see that there will be no bubbles at all, but it doesn't matter. I just added the thickener into the bowl right now, and I'm going to stir in really well. So you want to make sure that you stir in very well. Well, if you want to, you can actually blend this, but don't. Right here I have my oil, and this is sunflower oil. It is important that you use an oil. If you don't have this oil, you can actually use any oil of your choice. And over there is my chamomile extract, and I just added that right now inside the mixture. So I need to keep stirring this till it begins to thicken up nicely. Right here I have my honey, which is going to serve as a humectant in this formula. So you can use glycerin if you don't have honey. Now, if you noticed, my glycerin or my honey is quite small. I'm not adding too much of it. And if you noticed, my mixture is beginning to thicken up nicely. So you need to make sure that you keep stirring and make sure you keep an eye on this. I'm going in with my licorice root extract, and I'm not adding too much of it, or else I may end up having an electrolyte problem. So I need to stir in really well till every single thing incorporates inside the mixture. The next ingredient I'm going to be adding is salicylic acid. Salicylic acid has proven to work better in a higher pH grade. So if your pH is quite high, then that's best to use. And here I have my mulberry extract. This is a purple mulberry, and I'm going to be adding that right now. You need to also be careful because it is air sensitive. That means once it has been incorporated to air, it will go stiff. So you need to make sure you add it as fast as you can, or else it will congeal and you wouldn't like it. Now, if you noticed, my mixture is already getting thicker. This is the most amazing part about this whole thing. So if you check, there's some little chunks in there. So what I will be doing right now is to go back, and I'm going to blend this mixture again. Now, after blending my mixture and then leaving it for about a minute or two, I now have a very thick viscosity. Now by tomorrow it may go thicker, but when it goes thicker the next day, then you need to add some little water again to it. And I'm going in with my antioxidant, which is a vitamin E oil. I'm going in with that right now, and I'm going to be adding that in 0.5%, and I'm going to be adding my preservative too. I just need a very little quantity to make sure this still keeps, its self while in the shower. And this is the result, guys. It is this thick. It has a very beautiful viscosity. It is very beautiful. It doesn't look like a basic cheap DIY product that you just got from out there. It looks like a product that you bought from a very big company. So this is my opinion though, and this is why I really love this soap. So you have to make this at home and then tell me what you think. I'm sorry, I'm a little bit cold right now, and I caught the flu. So all right, so what I'm doing right now is I am handling the lather test, and I'm just going to be pouring all the content inside a beaker so that it will be easy for me to put into the bottle. So you can skip this step if you don't want to do this. You can just use a funnel to pour it inside your bottle, but this is what I want to do. Now it's going into the bottle, and if you notice, it is now thick and has a very, very beautiful viscosity. By the next day, it may turn a little bit darker, and you would definitely love how it feels. If you want to add fragrance to this particular product, you're free to add fragrance. If you want to add your essential oils, you're very much free to add your essential oils. Just don't add too much of every single thing. Now, this is exactly how it runs out of the bottle. You can see it comes out like a very beautiful shower gel. And there you have it, guys. Thank you very much. So I hope you actually did enjoy that video. If you did, then do well to hit the like button. Also hit the subscribe button if you have not. Hit the notification bell also so that you get to see more videos like this anytime I post. And do not forget to share to your friends so that they can also share to their friends. And do not forget to hit on the link on my bio so that you can go through every single thing we're going to be talking about in the Surfactant Potency course. See ya!